finally this morning, I want to get our week started by telling you some things that are really important to me. We call it Faye, what's on my mind? Guess who's on my mind? Pedro Pascal is still on my mind, still. I love him so much. So I had given you a couple of reasons last week as to why we love him, and there were so many, right? I told you before about how incredible he is with his sister and posting about pride, but there's a whole lot more reasons why I just love Pedro, aside from the fact that I want to see him naked, like really bad. And I'd like to see him have sex with Alex Ticas. If I can figure out a way to make that happen on OnlyFans, so let me see if I can work on that, because that would blow up. Anyway, so here are a few other reasons why we love him, okay? How about the fact that Pedro Pascal supports Bella Ramsey with his whole heart, right? You know who Bella Ramsey is. She's also on The Last of Us, all right? So Pascal has been nothing but supportive since Ramsey shared with the world that she is gender fluid. And speaking about Pascal's allyship while working together on The Last of Us, Ramsey said her co-star was super supportive as she wore a chest binder for 90% of shooting. They also had many open conversations about sexuality and gender. She said, quote, and they weren't always deep. They could be funny and humorous, the whole spectrum. We were just very honest and open with each other, end quote. And that meant a lot to Ramsey. Ramsey told that to GQ, educating his co-workers, Gina Carano, who appeared alongside Pascal in the first 2 seasons of the Star Wars series, The Mandalorian. So here's another reason why we love Pedro Pascal, okay? Because he had to school some of his co-actors, all right? So, she was criticized after adding boop, boop, beep to her Twitter profile in lieu of her pronouns, right? So, you know, the Mandalorian star, in true Pascal fashion, the actor who displays his own pronouns online, explained to Carano why sharing pronouns genuinely on social media can be a way of supporting the trans community. Quote, yes, Pedro and I spoke and he helped me understand why people were putting them in their bios, end quote. She tweeted after the backlash. She also said, I didn't know before, but I do now. Alas, she insisted that she won't put her pronouns in her own bio, but says that she stands against bullying and supports those who are most vulnerable. All right? It's a wonderful thing. And Pedro did that. And you could do that also as an ally. Being lethally protective of Lux is another thing that Pedro Pascal does so incredibly as an ally. Lux is his trans sister. So most recently, Pascal opened up about his relationship with his sister. In a conversation with Esquire, he spoke candidly about having a trans sibling at a time when trans rights were so under threat. He said, quote, I wouldn't want to speak on her behalf, but she is and always has been one of the most powerful people and personalities I've ever known. My protective side is lethal, but I need her more than she needs me. End quote. He's incredible. And what can the world learn from Pedro Pascal's allyship? Well, Pedro Pascal's actions have proven time and time again why he's a shining example of what it means to be a true LGBTQ+ ally. From his various roles in films and television that promote diversity and inclusivity to his vocal and unwavering support for the LGBTQ+ community. Pascal's advocacy is a shining beacon of hope in an oftentimes discriminatory world. So as Pedro Pascal has shown us, allies play a vital role in the fight for social justice. By modeling inclusivity and acceptance, we can all become better allies in our own lives, all right? So if you want to be a good ally, look and see the things that Pedro Pascal does on an everyday basis, right? That could also help you be a good ally. And as a good ally, you help our wonderful community. So, all right, I just took off Pedro Pascal's pants in my thought process. Okay, well, it happens, all right? So, did you enjoy the show? I know you did. So make sure to click subscribe so you won't miss any of the events, news, or interviews right here on the Faye What Show. Ring the bell at the bottom of the screen, right there, so you'll be alerted every time we're live. You can also click on the Happening Out Television Network logo so you can see all of the shows on the most diverse LGBTQ+ media network. Find out just what we're doing to bring the L and the G together right here on the Faye What Show. Get the week started with me.